What up, guys? Welcome back to the DMV channel. I'm Jeff Dixon. Isaiah's got the camera, and today we're finally going to tear into our LS and see if this junkyard motor is a piece of junk from the junkyard. You may remember that we took this motor apart once. Well, actually, we put the new oil pan on the bottom of it. And when we put the oil pan on, we discovered that the factory oil pan was just full of trash and grime. And I mean, it looked terrible. It looked like it was full of sand. So we actually don't know if this motor is very good or not. Obviously, it can be rebuilt. It was supposedly running, had 200,000 miles on it, came out of like a 2001 Tahoe, that's what it came out of. And it's 5.3 iron motor. So today we're going to get it taken apart and actually find out if it's worth the budget Miata. So the deal with the budget Miata is I'd like to do 10 seconds, have a bad looking car, a sick looking car that'll run 10 seconds, be in the whole thing for under 10 grand. You could build an LS Miata cheaper than that, but my goal is to have a unicorn of a Miata. I want a Miata that really looks the part, but it was done on a budget. So eventually we want to turbo this motor. Eventually we'll probably build a different motor to put in it. But the goal with this motor is to get it running as cheap as we can. Honestly, if I can throw new bearings in it, maybe hone and ring it, and do a few gaskets, that's what I want to do. We're going to do some stupid stuff on it. I actually want to reuse the head bolts. I want to reuse as much of the motor as I can because 600 horsepower on these, completely stock, reusing head bolts is doable. So that's the goal. I want to do it as cheap as we can, get it running, but we are almost ready to get the motor in the car. It might not look like it, but we are.
Yep.
And that's pretty exciting. Isaiah and I are working really hard on the paint. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Body work's looking pretty good.
Yep.
It's being a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yep. So let's get to tearing that motor apart. Isaiah, you're going to do most of that today, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever torn a motor apart?
No.
No. So it's going to be a good learning experience for all of us. Honestly, I've never been into an LS block. I've never, ever touched one. This is my very first one. I've been a small block Chevy guy for years, so I'm loving this. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to it. All right, here it is. Straight out of the junkyard. So I do have a few goodies that we bought off eBay for it. We found I think this is, man, if I say a bunch of stupid stuff, you're gonna have to bear with me. I think this is an LS3 intake. It has no EGR and it uses the Corvette style single fuel line and regulator. Found this on eBay for 300 bucks, 250, 300 bucks with shipping. I thought that was a pretty good deal. I don't know where to put it. Put it right there. We've got the motor fitted up to go in the Miata using Camaro headers, and they work great and they fit great. Ultimately, my plan is to point them the wrong way and put one single turbo on it. I know everybody watching this knows who Ruby is, and kind of got something like that in mind. So I don't know. It's going to be a lot of learning for me, but we'll figure it out. Moment of truth, Isaiah's gonna pop the valve cover off. Let's see how it looks. Ooh, not too bad. There's a Not too bad. Man, I don't know about all this caked on gritty filling stuff. I don't know. Let's pull the heads off. It's going to be all these bolts. Pull the spark plugs out first though. Okay, we got the spark plugs out. Man, are they neglected? Holy cow. Wow. All right, now we're gonna pull the head off. Hold on. I have never seen a more neglected motor. The spark plugs look awful. There's signs of low oil on the push rods and the rockers. They look like they've been hit with freaking sandpaper. I mean, they are rough. So I'm not real optimistic about this motor. We may just have to find another one on Facebook. I'll kick into the budget a little bit, but Isaiah's gonna pull the head off and we're gonna all take a look at it together. So go for it, buddy. Oh, there it is.
Wow.
Not too eventful. You can set it down. Actually, the cylinders don't look too bad at all. Wow, I'm impressed. All right, it doesn't actually look too bad, but we're gonna keep carrying this thing apart, get to the bottom end, get to the main bearings and the rod bearings, see how that all looks. So we're just gonna keep tearing it apart. See how these are shiny and they look like a mirrored ball? And this one's dull and looks like freaking 80 grit sandpaper's been on it. So that is typically a sign of low oil. Man, look how bad that is. All right, keep going. Honestly, guys, you need to get you a son. This father and son relationship is great. He mows, he takes out the trash, he washes the car, he changes oils. Now he's disassembling the motor. I mean, it's amazing. Okay, let's pull another head. Moment of truth. Wow, it looks so good. This is so encouraging. Okay, hold on. I have not actually seen under here. When we put the oil pan on, we never actually got up under there and looked. We just put it on for test purposes. So, let her rip. Unveil it. Oh yeah, that's why we didn't see anything. Windage tray. Windage tray. Oil pan. $150. You guys might remember that video. Pretty uneventful. Man, we may have us a keeper. So now we can pull all these off. And when we pull all these off, we need to keep them in order. And there's bolts on the side and the bolts on the top. Sound good?
Yep.
Yep. I don't think we're going to use this motor. It looks like it had so much blow by and just so worn out that a lot of carbon built up in the oil and ran through the oil system and just constantly ground away at everything. And it looks like it was ran low on oil a lot. So we're going to keep looking. I don't think it's worth fixing, honestly. By the time I'm going to keep it because I'd like to build it later and it's a good core. But by the time we go through it and replace lifters, valve springs, do a valve job, all the bearings, polish the crank, hone it out, probably new pistons, all that, it's just not in the budget for this build. So I'm going to get on Facebook, see if I can find a better deal, one that's in better shape. Come on back, I'm watching, I'll tell you when. Come on back! Come on back! Whoa! That's perfect! Okay, that's it. Guys, I stayed up really late doing lots of research for all the parts and pieces to put the other LS back together. Honestly, I should have never took it apart. I should have just ran it. And what do you do? But it led to this one. Guy on Marketplace, I found it about 1 o'clock this morning. Had to meet him at 8 o'clock this morning. It was an hour-and-a-half drive to get there. So I'm going on about 4 hours of sleep. But I found this LS on Craigslist. It's a 5.3, came out of a 2004, I think. We'll have to verify all the VIN codes on it and see if we can figure it out. But man, it's amazingly clean. I was so impressed with it. And the guy cut me a really good deal on it. We paid $360 for it as is, with no accessories or anything. But it came from a totaled truck, which that's good. The other one came from a truck that was going to a salvage yard. So this has got a lot more going for it. And what we're going to do with this one is not take it apart. We're going to run it the way it is and then build that one. Hopefully. We might throw a cam in this down the road, but man, this still has paint on the side of it and everything. It is a really clean block. I'm really excited about this. First time I've ever actually looked at it. 862 heads, all the normal bits. But that's it, guys. We're gonna get this cleaned up and hopefully we'll get it put in the car soon. Really appreciate you guys joining us. Thank you for supporting the channel. I'm so excited about the channel. I'm so excited to be meeting you guys. Having a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, isn't it, Isaiah?
Yeah.
We're going to get back to work. We're going to keep working, and we'll see you next weekend. Oh, like and subscribe and support the channel if you like what we're doing here. Leave some comments below if you have any tips or tricks for us on these LSs. This is all new to us, but we'll see you next weekend. Thanks.